All right, Shalom. For the foremost, we give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Give honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all the acumen across the globe. Pushing the word of truth for sincerity, I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the Great Millstone Campus, Chicago, with another lesson. Today's lesson is basically going into having an attentive ear. We've been locked down and under quarantine for 3 or 4 months. Some longer in some states. And this is a time to get closer to the Lord. This is a good time to uh, uh, to take a good look at why we're in this. But also it takes to get your lessons and get some prayers and to get some understanding up under your belt. We haven't seen brothers. Some of us haven't seen brothers in a long time. And brother, happy to see you. Brother, happy to see each other. But also with that, brothers are chomping at the bit to go out and teach. So when we're together, we want to be receptive to what brother has to say when it comes to these scriptures. The Lord likes a person who listens. This is Sirach, Sirach 3:29. The heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. Right, so the heart of the prudent the heart of the prudent will understand the parable, man. Right, so the heart of a wise, the wise will understand the parable. That's linking up and the deeper meaning of these scriptures. Okay, all right, we want to be constantly feeding our spirit. All right, this understanding, this wisdom of these scriptures, man. All right, we don't want you don't want to be going around like you're a freaking know-it-all. Not wanting or being able to hop in the spirit when the spirit is moving, man. Okay, it says, "And an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man." All right, so you want to let me see if I can Google this word attentive real quick. Salakia, I didn't look it up. Attentive. Because the Lord is all about being willing to teach and being willing to learn. Attentive means to Salakia, paying close attention to something. Let's see. So paying close attention to something, and some similar words are alert, awake, watchful, observant, perceptive. All right, acute, percipient, noticing, heeding, heedful, vigilant, on one's guard, concentrating, and attent. All right, and the word I like to hear is perceptive, man. All right, look at that word perceptive real quick. Perceptive is having or showing sensitive insight. All right. All right, being perceptive, man, being keen, being quick-witted. All right, being ready, being astute. All right, so when we're in the spirit and we're listening to the elders and we listen to the brothers come around and brother hopping in the spirit and brother want to share certain things. Hey, you should be willing to hear. You should be perceptive. All right. You should be ready to hear what the Lord has put on the brother's spirit. All right, to say to you. All right. Let me see. Discourse. This is Sirach 6 and 32. Man. Started 30. Sirach 6 and 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. If thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. All right. So not only do we gotta be attentive to hear, all right, but we gotta be able to be willing to be taught. All right. You got brothers at different levels of faith, different levels of understanding, different levels of time and the truth. But one thing that these men who are always growing, and the elders and the apostles that you see, the respected men of the Lord who we go to for counsel, hey, they are willing to be taught. Okay, all right. So one thing about being in the spirit, always being willing to be taught, man. All right. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. So you gotta be loved. First of all, you gotta love to hear in order to be taught, man. All right. How do you get understanding? All right. Let me get this real quick. Faith come by hearing. Hold that. Faith come by hearing. Romans 10 and 17. So then faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. So how are you going to get faith, man? By hearing the words of the Lord. All right, because the words of the How About You outside, they're live, they're ministering words. All right, and how are you going to do that? It says Romans 10 and 14. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? How shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? How shall they hear without a preacher? So, all right, not only the gift of faith is in you, but guess what? You got to hear the word. All right, you got to be attentive to the word in order for that faith to come out, in order for it to be sparked in your spirit to awaken you. All right, and you could not have done this without what? Without a preacher, without listening, without hearing. All right, we'll go back into this Sirach 6 and 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bound thy ear, thou shalt be wise, man. Okay, we don't want to be proud in this truth, man. Okay, there's a lot to be learned from every single brother in the camp. That's why we're all parts of the body. Every part of the body is sufficient, supplying, constantly working for the better functioning of the body as a whole. All right, so we got to be humble enough to receive this understanding, okay, to hear and receive this understanding by the Spirit of the Lord that He's put on these men. Verse 34, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise, man. All right, so we're supposed to be constantly, with a balance, watching the apostles, watching the elders. All right, watching the men of the Lord. All right, and praying. All right, ultimately praying and increasing our faith, man. All right, so cleave unto him that is wise. Look at that word cleave. I want to get that real quick. Slocky. Cleave, it says, they got a couple of definitions. Right. Okay, cleave. The second definition is a verb, right? It says to stick fast to adhere strongly to a particular pursuit of belief. Become very strongly involved with or emotionally attached to someone, man. All right, so we're supposed to be strongly involved with the elders, emotionally attaching to the elders, are the apostles, the wise men of the truth. Okay, and these things are something that is going to be beneficial to us. All right, when when the times come when we need to call on it, man. All right, so we got to adhere, we got to stick to. We got to be emotionally drawn to our teachers, man. All right, to stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. This is the point. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. Okay, all right. This time, I talk to certain brothers a lot. When they get a new revelation, the Spirit of the Lord gave them some understanding on the Scripture, or they might have read a scripture over and over again, and the Lord gave them a new meaning or a deeper meaning. Guess what, man? The brother called, they share it. All right, so when a brother, and this is not for to make it seem like brothers showing off or anything of that nature. That the brothers are really thankful for the wisdom we get from the Lord, and we want to share it. I think after watching the Apostles outside show, it says, but not concealing the truth. Okay, so when we receive something, guess what? We give. He said, freely have you received, freely that we should give. Okay, so when we hear something, and we want to share it, brother, hey, we share it. But it says, be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let the parables of understanding escape you. And that's these scriptures, man. All right, you're gonna have some brothers who are heavier in the spirit than others. You're gonna have some brothers who are able to make these scriptures come to life more vividly, to make them be more relatable and understandable to you, make it more plain upon table for you. All right, we gotta be willing to sit down and to hear these things, man. Okay. It says, and if thou seest a man of understanding, give thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. And that's that cleaving to, adhering, to stick by somebody, man. All right, to be attached emotionally to your teachers, man. All right, we got some more. This is Salakia. This Proverb 1:5. It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto a wise counsel, man. All right, so you want to be a wise. Hey, how you increase in learning, man? All right, you by following, listen to your teachers, man, your elders. There's another scripture right here where all that seek wisdom. I said, I labor not for myself. Right. Sirach 33. Highlighted. Sirach 33:17. It says, consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning, man. All right. So we got the elders and the apostles. We got the men who are laboring. We're doing the work. All right. Not for only for us to build up our spirit. All right, but also to build up your spirit and to give you the understanding of these scriptures, man. All right, it's all spiritual, man. All right, it says the wise man will hear and will increase learning, and the man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. Psalms 8:33, Proverbs 8:33, Salakia. Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Okay, all right. So you shouldn't be wanting to run away from hearing the word of the Lord, man. All right. Sometimes, man, Jake, you say something and Jake, okay, we're not on that right now. No, everything is spiritual, man. All right. The spirit has to have free course, man. All right. You're not supposed to quench the spirit. So if a brother has something to say, you let the brother fit, let the spirit move and let it get it out, man. All right, because it may not be for you. It may be for whoever's in the room. And it may be for the brother himself who's bringing it out. It says, Proverbs 19:20 says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end, man. All right? We got to receive this, man. So what? We can be increased. All right? We can have that in our tool belt when the times come, man. Proverbs 22:17 says, bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and applying thine heart to my knowledge, man. This is Solomon speaking, man. King Solomon. All right? And these wise words, the words that the Lord has put in the mouth of the prophets, man, are beneficial to us, man. They're a life, So here, Proverbs 23:19, it says, hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thy heart in the way, man. All right, so let's go into that word here. Come on. one out word here real quick. Shema, which is to hear, to listen, to obey. All right, to hear, perceive, to hear of or concerning, to hear with the attention to understand, to listen. Okay, all right. So we gotta be willing to listen, man. We gotta be willing to understand what it is that the Lord wants us. Why the Lord had put on the spirit of a brother to bring certain things out, man. You know. So, that's basically it. There was another one to get. Um. Oh yeah. The only word I remember. Let's see what. Oh, good, ain't that many. Um. um, let's say declaring on rooftops. I think that's it. Damn. Let me see. I believe Howard Shaw said it. Um. Huh. This is not what I want, but this is a good one. It's Acts 20:27. For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Most High, man. All right, so we're reading these scriptures, and brother really get hot in the spirit when something is revealed to them after they labored and studied and looked up words. Hey, they're gonna go out there. They want to share it with brothers, man. All right, you should all be willing to hear a breakdown or a different level of understanding to a scripture, man. All right, man. It was one, man. I guess that's it. I couldn't find it. But the things that we receive with the Lord, man, we tell, man. All right, and with that, I want to say, Call Allah, Yah Bashmi Al Shai, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.